The egoic mind comprises conditioned thoughts and unconscious mental processes. Two key aspects are the content, the specific thoughts and objects we identify with, and the structure, the processes like identification that make up the ego. Identification means associating something external as being part of our self or identity. This leads to suffering when those external things change or are lost. The ego constantly tries to identify with objects, roles, knowledge, etc. to create a solid sense of self, but this effort is futile. The egoic mind and sense of self is conditioned and ephemeral, unlike the deeper unconditioned awareness within. Advertisers exploit the ego's tendency for identification by selling products that promise to enhance one's identity. The ego is caught up in the conditioned content of thoughts and is driven by unconscious mental processes like identification that fail to provide a stable sense of self. In contrast, spiritual awakening involves recognizing the illusion of ego and resting in the unconditioned awareness beneath all mental activity. The ego manifests as a sense of superiority and self-importance, creating division between people. This egoic tendency is the source of conflict. Religions point to the same spiritual truth of our essential oneness beyond ego. Their core purpose is to awaken us to this truth and free us from identification with the ego and form. There is only one absolute truth, the ground of all being, which some call God or Source. All relative or partial truths come from and point back to this one truth. We cannot objectively describe or fully comprehend the truth intellectually. The truth is inseparable from our essential nature. We are that. Enlightened beings like Jesus directly embodied this truth and stated, "I am the way and the truth and the life." Egoic thought and belief divide, but truth unites. When we transcend egoic consciousness and abide by pure awareness, we become instruments of the one truth expressing itself through us. Spiritual awakening is waking up from identification with the ego and form and realizing our true nature as timeless awareness, the one universal consciousness that lies beneath all multiplicity and diversity. When freed from egoic dogma and ideology, all spiritual paths serve the same purpose of awakening us to the truth of who we are beyond name and form. The truth is within us, and we know it by transcending our ego. The ego is the false sense of identity created by over-identifying with thoughts, emotions, and conditioning. The ego thrives on drama, conflict, and problems because they reinforce the sense of separateness. True spiritual awakening involves transcending ego by recognizing your true nature as formless awareness rather than identifying with thoughts/emotions. Practices like presence, acceptance, and compassion help dissolve ego by undermining the illusion of separateness. Roles and conditioning reinforce ego identity. Relating to others' essence rather than social roles reduces egoic patterns. Parenting from ego leads to control, expectations, and seeing the child as an extension of oneself rather than a unique being. Unconscious thought patterns like "life should be different" or "I didn't get what I deserve" generate discontent. Noticing this helps disidentify from ego. Subtle negativity like impatience and irritation indicate background unhappiness caused by ego. Recognizing this helps shift to presence. Ego divides and creates hostility. Presence unites and heals. Shifting from egoic consciousness to awareness reduces suffering for oneself and others. The pain body is the accumulation of old emotional pain that lives within us. It feeds on negative emotions to survive. The pain body can be activated and take over our thoughts and emotions, creating unhappiness. It establishes a vicious cycle between negative thinking and emotional pain. Pain bodies feed on the drama and negativity in relationships. They push people's buttons to provoke reactions. Becoming aware of the pain body and not identifying with it helps to minimize its influence and gradually transcend it. Relationships between complementary pain bodies, not love, draw certain people together. These relationships can become unhealthy dynamics of continuously inflicting pain. Dormant pain bodies can suddenly awaken and dramatically change one's personality and behavior. Dense pain bodies are continually active on some level, magnify conflicts, lack self-awareness, and project pain onto external events. Media catering to pain bodies by showing violence and fueling negative emotions feeds pain addiction rather than raising awareness. The key points are developing awareness of the pain body, disidentifying from it, and minimizing its influence to reduce suffering and unconscious negative patterns. The pain body is the accumulation of past emotional pain in the psyche and body. It seeks to renew itself by feeding on negative experiences and reactions. The pain body can take over a person when triggered, causing disproportionate emotional reactions. Staying present rather than identifying with the pain body helps diffuse it. Parents can help children become aware of their pain bodies by speaking about it with curiosity and interest, not criticism. This builds the child's awareness and weakens the pain body over time. Knowing yourself means connecting with your true being, not just adopting spiritual concepts. It reveals your abundance and diminishes reactivity. How you react to others reveals your level of self-knowledge. Seeing only their egos reflects your unconsciousness. You are not your ego or mind. Accurate self-knowledge shines through when obstacles are removed. It allows you to become a giver rather than a needy victim. Abundance comes from within, from self-knowledge, not from others. Awareness of your true self brings peace and abundance. The world mirrors your internal state. Television and media are designed to induce a passive, unaware state in viewers so they uncritically accept promoted messages and thinking. Excessive TV watching can lead to short attention spans, passivity, and lack of awareness. It is best to be selective about what you watch on TV and limit excessive viewing. Some shows can be positive by promoting laughter, lightheartedness, and not taking life too seriously. TV has untapped potential for education and spreading awareness. However, most current programming puts viewers in an unaware trance rather than promoting consciousness. Inner stillness, peace, and awareness are found by turning attention away from the constant external stimulus of TV and media and focusing within. This inner space consciousness brings wisdom, non-judgment, and non-attachment. Many people use TV to relax and escape problems, but it induces a passive, unconscious state rather than true inner stillness. Limit TV, be selective, and balance external focus with developing inner awareness. The key points are being selective and limiting TV intake, balancing external focus with inner awareness, not using TV only for escape and unconsciousness, and recognizing the potential benefits and current pitfalls of television programming. Moderation and conscious choice of content are essential. Your primary inner purpose is to awaken, to shift from thinking to pure awareness. This happens by grace, not by effort. Awakening dissolves the ego and allows presence/awareness to be in charge rather than thinking. It aligns you with universal intelligence. Your outer purpose will change over your life. Connecting it to your inner purpose of awakening gives it meaning. The present moment contains enormous power and is the access point to awakening. Relinquishing anxiety and desire opens you to this. Seeking a grand abstract purpose is the ego's doing. Find meaning in simple things and embrace the now. When aligned with the present, your actions become charged with spiritual power as consciousness flows through you. Real success is being present, not some future achievement. Conventional success brings more unhappiness. Becoming wholly identified with thoughts/emotions causes you to forget your essence as consciousness. Increased awareness, not thinking, helps you discover your changing external purpose. Accepting uncertainty makes you feel more alive and open to infinite possibilities. The desire for security limits you.